Great. I'm David Morris. I'm CEO of Smart Lunches. It's a pleasure to be here. Smart Lunches is the leading provider of tasty, nutritious lunches to kids at schools that don't have an on-site lunch program. That's something that comes as a surprise to a lot of people. You hear a great deal about the problems with school lunches. You don't often hear about no lunch. But there are millions of kids at tens of thousands of schools and daycares that don't have the time, the space, or the money to run a cafeteria. So they don't. That leaves the parents packing a lunch, which they aren't happy about, and therefore the school seeks out myriad alternatives. Unfortunately, most of them are terrible. They're catering and fast food, pizza 5 days a week, Chick-fil-A, Subway. Ultimately, what we find is the schools are dealing with a huge administrative burden and dissatisfied parents. The parents are angry about nutrition and poor variety. Kids are getting cold food they don't want to eat. And meanwhile, the increasingly critical allergies and dietary restrictions are getting ignored. But if you solve these problems, it's a big deal. We're looking at a $9 billion year-round marketplace. Obviously, the schools during the school year, that's offset by summer camps and the daycares, which of course run year-round. And we are the smart solution. Smart Lunches is partnering with the schools as the exclusive third-party lunch provider. The schools is our communication channel to the parents, and the parents who want to take advantage log onto our website, enroll their child. We're capturing the child's dietary restrictions, vegetarian, gluten-free, allergies, and they're able to customize a lunch for their child every day from our 6 or 7 entrees, 5 or 6 fruit or vegetable sides, snacks and drinks, to meet precisely what their child wants for lunch and precisely what they want their child to have for lunch. We're using a local caterer to make the lunches fresh every day, pack them up, and our delivery employees pick them up at the caterer and deliver them to school in time for lunch. That gives us a very low-cost growth opportunity since we're not having to pay for a kitchen. And we've been able to leverage that into rapid expansion geographically. We're now in 6 different regions, from Boston down to Atlanta and out to Chicago. We'll be adding 2 more this fall. And we see when we enter a market, schools sign up rapidly, and parents out of school sign up rapidly as well. There's a high demand for this service. Parents really want to feed their children and feed them well. They also really want a break from packing a lunch every single day, and they're looking for a good solution. I came to this business from a prior company, Encourt. We built that to being the leading provider of online traffic ticket payment, and I was happy to bring with me to Smart Lunches 2 of my key executives from there, Darren and David, VP of Operations and Sales, respectively. Johanna, our CFO, and Matt Camp, who's our head of catering and culinary, making sure we've got tasty recipes that are good for the kids, but that the kids like to eat. We were off to a strong start the 2016 school year. We saw revenue triple year over year. As you might imagine, back to school is a big deal for us. Went from 100,000 in September 2015 to 310 in 2016. We saw utilization steadily climb, with meals per day per school going from 6 to 23. And we saw more than 70% of the kids who tried a lunch becoming long-term recurring customers of ours. Gross margins, 40%. Those are actually climbing quite drastically now, and we expect them to get up into the 50 by July. And 2017 is off to a bang start as well. We successfully trialed and have now rolled out nationwide our Smart Lunches Junior program, which is the child care optimized service. Not only does that double our addressable market, it's also unlocked ways for us to offer better food at a lower price point, which we're now putting into the core K through 12 as well. We've had more than 80 new partners sign up since the beginning of the school year, and our inside sales force is aggressively adding more as we go into the peak back-to-school selling season. All this puts us on a ramp to get to $9 million in revenue this year, $23 million in profitability in 2018, up from $2.3 million last year. We're coming to the end of a Series A capital raise, looking to bring in $3 million. That's what we need to get to break even. The round is led by Data Point Capital, a Boston VC, and we've already closed on $2 million and are talking to a number of investors about closing out that extra $1 million. Expect that to happen in the next month or so, and as I said, that then puts us on track for revenue growth and break-even profitability, self-sustaining in 2018. So Smart Lunches, online ordering and delivery of tasty, nutritious lunches. We've got a huge marketplace. We've got a technology platform that allows us to manage that value and manage that chain end to end, ensuring we're getting the right lunch to the right kid at the right time. We've got most of our revenue coming through subscription plans as parents sign up for a monthly meal plan. And we're on track to dominate a huge underserved marketplace, create a new national brand, and an entirely new business.